Hey, what's up guys? So my name's Alex Costa. We're going to be talking about vertical jump here. We're going to start up a YouTube series, kind of like a jump series. Do 2 videos a week, probably on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll upload them in the mornings, and then I'll kind of post about it on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook. So I want you guys to kind of follow along with me today. I'm just testing it out. Over the weekend I was messing around jumping in the pool, and it kind of made me think about wanting to increase my vertical. So I'm just kind of curious, so we're going to make something out of this. Make it a 4-week period, and like I said, just something easy you guys can follow along with. Today I'm going to show you, like I said, we're going to test out my vertical and just talk about what this video series is going to be, and I'm going to show you guys how you can test out your vertical at home, because no one has just like a vertical setup to just test your vertical at home. So I'm going to show you the cheap way, the way we did it. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to set up the vertical jump testing kit. Basically, all you're going to need a few different things. And I noticed that you might not be able to do some of this, but I'll show you, like I said, a couple different ways you can do it. First off, you're going to need either like a yardstick or a tape measure. Yardstick's going to be probably a little bit easier for what we're getting ready to do. You might want to try to get access to a ladder if you can, and then maybe some kind of a box or some kind of poster board. What I did was I'm able to screw it into, obviously you see a little screw hole right there. I screwed a giant piece of cardboard to the side of the building. What I'm going to be doing first is when you test a vertical, you're going to want to test your highest reach point, because obviously if I touch all the way up there, and then we're never going to know where to start the vertical jump, you know what I mean, like the first measurement, where to and where from. So I got a pen too. You're probably going to want a pen or a marker, and all you're going to do is, if you're right hand just like I am, you're going to sit here right next to the wall, reach up as high as you can, and wherever your highest reach is, you're basically going to try to mark that down. So my first reach is going to be right there. So let's say, the reason I'm doing that, so let's say if I do touch that screw up there, you can take the very top of the yardstick, start it where that is, and that's where a ladder would be very helpful, so you can kind of check and make sure that the measurements are as accurate as you can, and then see where that lines up. So let's say if that was 24 or 24 3/4, you'd be able to have an accurate guesstimate of what your vertical jump is. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you how I'm going to mark it, because it's easy just to go up and touch, but how are you going to remember where you touched? So the easiest way to do this, there's 2 different ways. I have a spray bottle here. So I'm just going to kind of wet the end of my index or my middle finger, because see what happens when you touch the cardboard? It leaves a quick, it's a little hot out today, but it's going to leave a quick mark. So it leaves it long enough for you to get the measurement, or if you really want something a little easier, and if it's just you doing this, you might want a little bit of a longer period of time to set it up. You might want to grab maybe a little bit of paint, just laying around the house if you have some, or just go to the store, grab even some finger paint, put some on the edge of your finger, or a little bit of a wet marker. You're going to jump up, touch the cardboard pretty sternly, and then that way you can bring the ladder back out and measure it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through about 3 jumps, and that way you can kind of see how I'm going to do it. Alright, so something I want to talk about really fast before I actually get into the jumping. It's going to make a whole lot of sense, because it's going to be hard to jump at full maximum, with a maximum effort without getting warmed up. So a few things you might want to do is some dynamic stretches. I'll be getting into this over the next 4 weeks. I'll be showing you guys my warm-up. I'll be showing you guys the cool down stretches, the things to do at night, and all the different exercises to really try to increase your vertical. But just like I said, just to kind of show you guys a few different things you can do right before you just start testing out, is you might want to do some quad walks. Basically, quad walk, I'll do maybe 10 to 15 yards, and I'll just take my foot and just give a quick lift. It's going to stretch out the front of your leg, which is called your quad. And then what I'll do is I'll walk back. I'll do the same thing, but with what's called a knee hugger. So I'm pulling my knee up to my chest. It's going to kind of get a little bit of a stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. Sometimes what you might want to do is, I call these a dynamic calf movement. You're going to basically rock back to your heels and onto your toes. Back to your heels and back up to your toes is 1 rep. I'll usually do about 10 of those. It's going to get your calves a little bit warmed up, a little bit of blood flow circulating throughout your body, so you decrease the chances of injury. So next up, I'm going to be showing you like I said, we're going to test 3 different jumps, and that way you'll be able to see how to do it at the house. What we're going to try to talk about next is, before we actually test, I'm going to talk about the technique and the form of how you're going to be jumping. So I don't want you to take a step and jump into this or anything like that. We're going to be testing our vertical, basically feet in the cement type of thing. So like I said, we're gonna test out where your reach is. So mine's right there. And from here, what the jump is gonna look like, I'll do like a quick demo jump. So you're just gonna sit right here, maybe about shoulder width apart with your feet. Kind of gather yourself. A lot of people make the mistake of just rushing into it and trying to jump. You're not gonna get a very good jump and a very good test number that way. Take your time, gather yourself, and then you're gonna explode up and you're gonna tap up there. Now obviously I didn't have any water or any paint on the hand, so that's what we're gonna get ready to do next. All right, first jump on your way. First jump on its way. What we're gonna be doing, like I said, try to get the middle finger because obviously that's the tallest on our hand. That's gonna give you the highest vertical reading. You're gonna spray it or dab it in a little bit of water. You're gonna come right here. We're testing our first jump. Like I said, don't rush. All right, so now what we're gonna do, scoot the ladder on over. I think I just spit on the camera, I'm sorry, Matt. We got our measurement right here. We're gonna start right there. So we're about 23 for our first one. Urgh. All right, so I did 4 jumps, 5 technically because I messed up one of them. I ended up going to a finger paint. So as you saw in the video, it shows up way easier. I would suggest getting the paint. The water's gonna dry, especially on a hot day like this. It's like almost 90 degrees today. So I'll go over my jumps really quick. Haven't really done jump training since like junior, senior year of high school, so it's been a little while. But my first jump was 23, second jump was 23, my third jump was 24 and a quarter, and then my last jump was my best jump at 24 and a half. So obviously the goal is gonna be to increase this over the next 4 weeks. I'd love to get something around 30 or 29 even, I think would be a really good realistic number for me. So set a goal for yourself after you test this out, and let's see what we get after the 4th week.